Live from FM 1021's Big Snow Show 6 at the Rave. We are here with Cage the Elephant, the Joy Formidable sleeper agent. Tickets are still available at the door. And right now we've got Ritzy, we've got Ryden, and we've got Matt, better known as the Joy Formidable. Thank you guys for coming to Big Snow Show 6 tonight.
Oh, no problem. Hello.
Evening. Hello.
Now you guys have been going all over the country. You guys have been doing like holiday shows and stuff like that. You guys don't get to go home. You guys are from Wales. You guys don't really get to go home for the holidays, right?
Just a little bit. We get a little bit of time, but not too much. We'll be going to Portland, Maine to do some writing and recording for the next album at the end of the month. So, yeah, just enough time for a cup of cocoa and off we go.
When I talked to Ritzy last week, she said that you guys kind of found a little hideaway in Maine. It reminded you a lot of what you guys, the atmosphere of where you guys recorded in northern Wales. Is that true?
Very much, yeah. I mean, we travel a lot, obviously, and just a kind of an instant affinity with the area around Portland, Maine. It's up in the woods. There's no phone signal. It's, we got a couple of feet of snow when we first arrived. It's just idyllic. It's a good place to write, lose yourself,
Well, there's a place here in northern Wisconsin. You guys got to try it out. I'm not lying. It's called Door County. They call it the Cape Cod of the Midwest. It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's very Norwegian though, so a lot of butter in the food.
You would like that.
Excellent.
I think Matt would like that a lot. How many pots of sugar do you have on your pancakes, Mr. Thomas?
Well, it's not the sugar you need to worry about.
No, sorry, the butter.
Yeah, I'll just get a big slab of butter. Just more.
You get a little
kill
corn
me now.
A little corn with your butter. Yeah, absolutely. Now you guys produced a balloon called Moaning by yourselves, and then you went to LA and you worked with Rick Costley, right?
Yes.
Is that who you worked with? And for the Big Roar. Now, my question is, did that have an effect on the sound of the band working with such an established producer? Because he's done guys like Mew and the Foo Fighters. Mm-hmm. So like having a guy like that produce your record rather than doing it yourselves.
Well, essentially we did do it ourselves. It was still us. It hasn't really changed. We just went to do a couple of tracks with Rich, but that was co-produced as well. The majority of it, aside from those two tracks, was just us, wasn't it? He essentially mixed the album, and that's really important to us. We're not. It's not as if we can't open it out to people. When people inspire you, it's great, but we've got a very clear vision of what we want for each album. It's such a precious thing to us that I don't see it changing. It won't change for this album either. I mean, we'll have someone mix it. I don't know if we can
we can.
that yet.
I think it's always great, when you're working with somebody who's achieved so much, and we really like working with Rich. He's great, it's very intuitive. I think that's the main thing. I think it doesn't matter if they're named producers or not. It's got to feel right. The relationship's got to feel right, and it certainly did with Mr. Costy, and we're going to mix the next record with Andy Wallace, who we've met, and we were huge admirers of his work as well. So, it's just about finding the right people, and that goes for everything, not just the production of your record. Is
the pressure on now that you've gotten some mainstream success and maybe some global success, or is there more freedom in that?
That's
no
an interesting
pressure.
question. I think you yeah.
I was going to say only on other bands, but it's
Only on jazz bands.
yeah, that's it.
No,
we sit on them.
You got to start from a place where you put a lot of pressure on yourselves. I mean, this whole thing is a ride to enjoy in our eyes, and it's a pleasure to be able to have the freedom to create things and like we were just saying before, to be clear about your vision and be able to do that, and that's never going to change. So you have to be very hardened and be clear about what you want, but whether that's playing to a few people or playing to hundreds of thousands, I think to us it doesn't really matter. It's the same when people ask, what are the gigs like, how do they vary? Well, you've got to give it your all, doesn't matter how many people you're playing to. So we're not scared of being popular, if that's what you mean at all,
I wasn't really asking that directly, but good way to go about it. Right now, your native language is Welsh, right? Actually, that's your first language. Now, I asked Ritzy last week, you ever going to write like a Joy Formidable, like some tracks in Welsh? I think like you could possibly be like the Welsh Selena, maybe.
Bloody hope not. No, I mean, I think it's whatever feels natural. I think as long as, it should never be a gimmick. It should never be shouldn't ever try too hard with anything. It's got to come naturally. It's got to feel right. And
we've done a couple anyway.
We've done a few in Welsh. I think, if it feels right and the timing feels right, absolutely love to. It's it's great that the language is alive and it's vibrant in Wales, and it'd be great to add to that by making an album in Welsh, so.
Just when I went on, I visited over there and I spent about a month over there, and it's just the heritage over there, like it's very strong. They want Welsh language being first and English second in that country, right?
Well, it's had a bit of a checkered past in terms of like the oppression of the Welsh language, and I think it's it's so heartwarming that it is alive and well. That goes for anything. Any culture that's been through something similar. So I wouldn't say that it has to be a first language, but at least to be recognised, it's very important. So hopefully, what's nice to us in North Wales, there hasn't been a hell of a lot of notice being put on that part of the world musically, and hopefully that we're putting a little bit on the map. That would mean a lot to us.
Absolutely. Now, you guys toured with the Foo Fighters earlier this year. I was just going to ask you, who are some of your favorite people that you guys have actually met, like while on tour, and
go on, Mr. Thomas. Who have you met that
meet
you
some
like?
Interesting characters.
You see, Matt's not interested in anybody. Yeah, Matt's like, who are all these people? Who are these people?
Who is this man? Who is this?
Am I in a band with you?
Who is this? Who is this?
We've been very fortunate, actually. We've done quite a few support slots with mainly artists that we really admire. And that goes for the Foo Fighters, that goes for Paul McCartney, that goes for Manic Street Preachers, and they've all treated us extremely well. I mean, I would say that Dave and the Foos have been particularly, just very down to earth and still keeping it real, which is always about the music. I mean, I've got to say a big up to them. They've been very nice to us.
Well, good luck with I know you guys are working on some new music. I cannot wait to hear it. I've been a big fan since 2008. That's when I actually found out about you guys. So I've been a huge fan. The Joy Formidable, they're hitting the stage tonight at 8:15, FM 102.1's Big Snow Show 6 live from the Rave.